With the COVID-19 pandemic putting millions of Americans out of work, families across the country suddenly did not have the money to buy food. Many turned to local charities in order to feed their families. Here in Holbrook, the food pantry was able to continue providing much-needed assistance during the pandemic, despite the various safety protocols and challenges that COVID-19 posed.
There's been a lot of changes that have been made. So for one, we're at a new building now. Originally we were at St. John's, now we're at the convent here, over at St. Joe's. We also give out a lot more food compared to how we used to. You can see, just looking online, how many stations we have. I think the number for today is about 16 stations worth of food. And we're trying to make sure it'll last people a long time, because we know, so many people, they're struggling to get as much money as they used to. We have a ton of ways that we keep everything clean now, a ton of new safety measures that are put in place, and a lot more volunteers as well, which we've been really lucky to have the community support that we've had between financial donations and people donating their time. It's been really great to see the community support for us so far. So people can get food on the second Saturday of every month. If there's ever going to be a change, we always let people know well ahead of time, so that way they're not caught off guard by anything. And we always post it on the Food Pantry Facebook page if there ever is any changes. There's a donation bin set up down at the town hall, which people, if they want to donate food, can donate down there. If they want to come down, volunteer their time, they can always reach out to someone who volunteers at the pantry and ask them about it. Of course, they can also show up the second Saturday of the month as well. And if they ever, want to come down any other time, they can reach out to someone else who volunteers down here, and we'll see what we can do.
I think it does provide a lot of service to the community, just because through working through the food pantry, I've been able to meet a lot of great people who have actually taught me a lot, especially the people who are involved with the food pantry.
I come every month, but usually sometimes I have work, so those days I don't go, but I try to make sure I come every month. And I come because I think it's good to help the community out, for those who need it.
I'm usually here about every other weekend, and I do this just because it's great for the people. It's good to give back, and my parents run it, so of course I'm going to be here. Because we have all these cars here, they all need food, and we're providing, so we're doing a good deed, and we all know it.
The food pantry will continue helping those in need during the pandemic and beyond, and they are always looking for volunteers and donations. This has been Joseph McLaughlin for Code Blue News. Back to you in the studio.